All right, let's move on to diabetic neuropathy. That's a symptom of nerve damage. There are 4 different types of neuropathy. There's peripheral, which is the most common. There's autonomic, there's focal, and there's proximal, which is very rare. Now, when we talk about diabetic neuropathy, typically it's because high blood glucose levels and high levels of fats, like triglycerides, in the blood cause damage to the nerves. Yes, diabetes is too much fat in the blood cells, at least type 2. Okay, it's intramyocellular fat, and I'm going to give you some good references and resources. So we're going to focus on the peripheral type of neuropathy because that typically affects the feet and legs and sometimes affects the hands and the arms. It occurs in 1/3 to half of the people who have diabetes. So here's the good news about this issue. There are several studies that have shown complete remission of burning pain as well as halting the progression of the numbness by a change to a whole food plant-based diet. And I'm going to talk about 2 of them briefly, of course. So this was a 2015 study. Dr. Neil Bernard with the PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and a team of researchers, they thought that if the same diet that's effective for stopping and even reversing type 2 diabetes and reducing insulin needs and the comorbidity incidence, all those other risk factors that occur, if a diet can do all that, maybe it can be helpful for reducing the symptoms of neuropathy, which is the severe nerve pain and decreased sensation. So the results of this study showed that the intervention patients, those who switched over to the whole food plant-based diet, reported a significant improvement in pain. 81% of the patients in this group reported complete remission of burning pain. That means it stopped, and an improved sense of touch. And the other 19% reported some improvement in symptoms. That's a 100% positive effect from food. The electrochemical skin conductance in the foot, that's testing to see, how the feeling is occurring, worsened in the control group. So the people who didn't change their diet, that just kept getting worse, which is what happens. It just progressively gets worse, but stayed constant in the intervention group, indicating the diet may have slowed nerve function decline. That's awesome, right? Now, here's the second study. This was a 1994 study, and this is what spurred the 2015 study for PCRM because of the results that were seen in this study. Complete relief of the neuropathic pain occurred in 17 of the 21 patients in just 4 to 16 days. We live in the land of instant gratification. 4 to 16 days to stop pain? That's huge. The numbness persisted but had noticeably improved. Follow-up studies of these patients for 1 to 4 years indicated that 71% of them had remained on the diet and the exercise program as advised in nearly every item. In all except 1 of the 17 patients, the relief from the neuropathic pain had continued or there was further improvement. That's amazing, right? So this provides a direct argument to this often quoted statement that people won't change their diets or their habits. I believe they will when they see that it works and they can directly affect their pain and quality of life. I had